Hey, what's up folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noel Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning everybody, I'm Pedro's Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right, this is where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Sometimes we do milling, like this week. Hello everybody, we're hanging out in the Discord chat room. If you'd like to join us while we're doing the show live, you can drop us some comments, some questions, and the random banter stuff. So good morning everybody, thank you for joining us. You can join us by hitting up the Discord link. It's adafru.it/Discord. We also have one up here at the top, a little purple banner. It says discord.gg/Adafruit.
We are hanging out in all of the live streaming chat rooms. We're on Twitch, on Facebook, on LinkedIn.
Yeah, thanks for joining us wherever you might be tuning in from. So we're going to kick off the show with some housekeeping stuff. So let's jump into it. First up, check out adafruit.com/free for all the details. If you spend more money with Adafruit, you get more stuff. For the next 100 days, Adafruit's giving out free masks to go without orders. This is working out really well, especially with the release of the Pico. Lots and lots of folks are getting masks, so that's great. More masks. It's what we can do, so we're doing it. There's some tiers here. For $1 more, you get that free black mask. For orders that are $99 or more, you get the Black Mask Plus, Perma Proto half-size breadboard. For orders that are $149 or more, you get the Perma Proto Black Mask, and what is that? A randomly selected Stemma QT board, which is awesome. For orders that are $200 or more, you get the Stemma, the Perma Proto, the Black Mask, and free UPS ground shipping, continental US only. And then for $299 or more, you get the free shipping, you get the Stemma board, you get the Perma Proto, you get the mask, and the Circuit Playground Express.
Black Mask is my favorite. It's a little bit bigger than the blue one,
yeah.
So
yeah,
a little bit more comfortable.
You can click on it and see it. It's more comfy and looks good.
And more stylish.
Yeah, cool. Does one size fit all sort of thing?
It's
slightly smaller.
It's a little bit bigger, so Brandy can't wear that one. She likes the blue one.
Brandy, your wife. Okay.
Yeah, and then we do have some child-sized ones as well.
Okay, but that's the one you'll get for orders that are $1 or more. So that's cool. 100 days of masking. All right. Kicking off with Mondays. Every Monday at 2 p.m. is the time to check in with the CircuitPython dev team and folks from the community. It happens on the Discord server in the CircuitPython chat room. You can join in or listen to the archives in any of your podcast services. It's also on YouTube as an archive. So it happens every Monday at 2 p.m. With the exception of like holidays on Mondays, and it'll happen on a Tuesday. Okay. Newsletters. We got a once-a-week newsletter that's focused on products that are added to the Adafruit store. Go to adafruit.com/newsletter to subscribe to that. You can also subscribe to daily newsletters by going to adafruitdaily.com and select your category of interest, such as maker business, Python on hardware, 3D printing, maker business, and more. So there we go. Yeah, so we'll check it back with the Discord chat room because I think that's all the stuff for the morning.
Yeah, we're giving out shoutouts to everybody hanging out in all of the chat rooms. We got Daniello, we got Moira, we have Jamal,
hello.
Charles Beneford, Mr. Certainly Bruce.
Hey Bruce. Good morning.
Got Hoo-Ha 007, Susan,
Cool name.
Ray, Gary Z, Jem Henderson, everybody hanging out in the chats.
Sweet. All right.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into this Valentine's themed project.
Yay! So let's cut with a little bit of a backstory. So about a year ago, we thought we'd CNC mill a little custom heart PCB and put some NeoPixel LEDs so that we can kind of get some practice in for surface mount soldering. So we figured we'd do that. This is what the board looks like. It's been a year in a drawer, so it's starting to oxidize a little bit. But here it is. It's got 3 little pins here. These are 6 NeoPixel LEDs. They're 50/50 package sized. It's just a single FR1 board, and you got your 3 pins here, but look what we have as the microcontroller. This is the Trinket M0 running CircuitPython. We'll plug it in if we want, but if we were to put this here in the center, look how kind of big that is, right? So what is a board that's smaller than a Trinket, rather cuter than a Trinket? It's the QTPy, of course. So we pulled this design out and rerouted it to fit a QTPy. So the QTPy has these castellated pads that make it a lot easier to surface mount than this guy here, the Trinket. Trinket's still great, but the QTPy really works well for this style of project. So here it is. No solder mask, just kind of straight up raw FR1. So that's what we came up with today. So we've got a video on YouTube that kind of walks through the process of milling it and a little bit look at the CAD and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and plug it in. Of course, it's got the USB-C connector. It is running CircuitPython using the LED animation library. And if you want to get the LED animation library on your QTPy, then you'll need a SPI flash chip, which is on the back there. So I cut out this little hole here for the SPI flash chip to pop out of. So we can plug this in. USB-C is nice because it's reversible. And you gotta turn the battery on to make it power. So there we go. Again, running the LED animation library. This is the pulse animation. Very, very, what would you say, appropriate for this?
Yeah, it's like
it's
a beating
got this
heart.
cool glowing effect. You can see the traces come through when you do this, but it's a bit of like a kind of like a, you know, a Valentine's card, I suppose. Because it's not battery powered, it's not like a badge or anything. Kind of like a badge, I suppose, but that's what it is. I got some good practice out of it. I made 3 of them. First time surface mounting, first surface mount soldering. So I came out with 3 different ones. Boy, this one's like starting to oxidize already, which is kind of fun. Let's see how good the camera can get. So yeah, this one's starting to oxidize. This is where you want to. And you can see here I didn't like flood the holes in this one because I was like still figuring out what I should do, but it still worked out. Yeah, so you can do it this way or this way. I was going to add capacitors, but lady said, nah, you don't need them. It's fine because there's only 6 of them, I guess. It seems to be working fine, but if you're going to do a project with more than like maybe 10 neopixels, I think the datasheet says, yeah, you need those caps, capacitor. So there you go. That's just a quick demo of it. It was a lot of fun to put it together. So let's go ahead and jump into like EagleCAD because that's where I designed it. Yeah. So I'm going to jump into Eagle and take a look at the thing. So here we are in Eagle. So this is Eagle. It's version 9.3. There's newer versions, but this works out. Let me take a look real quick at the manufacturing tab. So you can send this off to Oshpark to get it with a nice solder mask and some silkscreen. I really like this. The silkscreen shows you, you know, for the NeoPixel, for example, like it has like this little corner marker, so you can get an idea where the ground pin is, so you can orient it much better. When I was actually soldering it, I had to reference a screenshot of this just so I could see like what's the orientation of the thing. So having it made from a service like Oshpark is probably really nice. Much nicer than milling, but it's quicker, obviously, to mill. So I got this footprint of the QTPy, so we can take a look at that. It's centered based, so I can open the footprint and take a look at some of the pads and stuff. Here it is. I figured I'd do an outline here just to kind of show, you know, I'm putting this out. This yellow outline is on the silk screen layer so that it shows up and you can align the board properly and stuff. I named some of the pads, which is nice. Because this thing's like centered around this origin here, some of the values for the pads are kind of like negative values. So that's the position of it. And you can, you know, modify the size of them if you want them bigger or smaller. They're a little bit set wider so that you get a little bit more room to add solder to. So yeah, and I figured I'd add this little square here to denote the USB port. But yeah, that's the thing. I did kind of misspeak in the YouTube video. So the width traces here are actually 0.6 millimeters, not inches. Sorry about that. But yeah, 0.6 millimeters is what I have these guys set to. And right, so talking about the Bantam Tool software, Bantam Tools is really nice software. And what I really like about this is like how kind of easy it is to just add your file. So when you open it up, you can select what kind of material you have. You can create your own profile. This is just a single-sided FR1, and then you can pick the standard size or a custom size if you have. But they're pre-cut for you, so that's nice. And when you add an Eagle board file, it just kind of shows up. So here we go. So what's kind of interesting about this is the kind of speed of which you can iterate. So if I were to use a different tool, you can right away see like what it's going to look like. Are your traces good? So if I were to use a 1/16 inch tool, you can see here that there's just not enough clearance here, right? But going to the 132 inch, you can really fine tune it and say, okay, that's what I want. But what's cool is like, let's say I wanted to like update the design, right? So if I go to the move tool and I just like move one of these traces, let's say I want this smaller, and then I hit save, right? Control S, and then bounce back over to Bantam Tools. All I have to do now is just hit the refresh button, and now you can see, yeah, that'll still work. Nothing's colliding, no collisions detected, but it's really that quick to like jump back and forth and to like know that your mill is going to be good, that your traces are they have enough clearance and stuff. So that's the kind of demo I like. Also, I like to kind of move the placement of the thing. So let's push that over. I don't like to have it on the edge because a lot of the time I won't be perfectly lined up on the corner edge there. So that gives me a little bit of extra room to work with. You can also like change the rotation of the board, which is kind of neat. So I wish you could drag it around. Maybe you can in like the newer software the Bantam Tools has, but not in this one. You can add multiple board files in one thing. You just have to place it manually, like add different values here for your X and Y. So if, like for this, I'll put 52. That moves it over there, and then the Y can move it up there like that. So I was able to fit 4 of them on one single sheet of FR1. Yeah, and I probably want to undo that. Why are these things here? These things here are to kind of break up the ground and power rails so that they don't short anything out, because underneath the QTPy there's a 5 volts in a ground pad rather, and this was just kind of there to kind of try to break that up. So that's why I did that there. But yeah, it's just a quick look at like the traces, the footprint, and why I like, you know, the Bantam Tool software and the CNC machine. This is what you're paying for. It's a lot of money because the software is like so damn good when it comes to at least Eagle CAD files, and also SVG files. Like this could have very much easily have been an SVG file, which I think you can make in all sorts of different apps. But yeah, so if folks want to get this made, like play around with it. The backside has enough like room for messages, so if you want to like add some more graphics and things, totally do so. I played around a little bit with the stop solder mask, so I could like reveal this cool copper outline for the heart. And it has like the Adafruit logo and the QTPy logo and just a little bit of some fake traces. But there's plenty of room here to like adorn it with some messages and stuff, so that's cool. So I did have them made in Osh Park, and that'll be fun to play around with. But yeah, that's what I got here.
Yeah, we'll show those off when they come in.
Yeah, definitely, we'll show them off when they come in. So I have some reading material if folks want to dive deeper. Check out this blog post from Bantam Tools, design considerations, so just some things to look out for.
Go ahead and paste that into the messages or into the chats.
Okay, give me a sec here.
And if you want to read a little bit more and watch some videos on that, you have a couple of layer by layers that I'll link below as well.
Okay.
Where you go over a bunch of this stuff as well.
I don't have them handy, but we can pull them out of the playlist, maybe. Okay, that's what I got. So yeah, the design considerations is some good reading material if you want to design for milling. Yeah, cool. Yeah, all the things here, and there's some more things here if you want to do double-sided boards, troubleshooting, surface mount package compatibility. That's a good one too. Yeah, so lots of reading material. And I'll have the Eagle file available once the Learn Guide goes up. I'm in the process of working on it. So here you can see the things that you need. So Adafruit, of course, you can get the QTPy now. It's in stock, $6. There's no limitations or anything on it. Really, really fun board for small Qt projects. All right. What else? The Spy Flash chip is something that I recommend. It's right here. We don't have those in stock right now. I ran out of them. I used them all up. But this was great to practice as well, my surface mount soldering skills, like getting that on the back there, which worked out nice. And then these 50/50 NeoPixels. They come in a little tape reel, a pack of 10. I recommend getting more than 10. But yeah, these are great little LEDs, NeoPixels, right? Here's the data sheet for it. So that's what I use too. So you can take a look at the data sheet and use that. You could probably find the micro builder library on GitHub from Adafruit. Just search for it. But this is what I used to verify like the pins and stuff. So there you go. Yeah.
And what's cool about this project is that it can also turn into an ornament for later in the year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it could totally. Yeah, it's just a fun, like, it'd be fun to see folks do it in different mediums. So like a paper circuit or a 3D printed circuit would be really nice. Because it doesn't have to be milled. It's just like traces and footprints.
Yeah, so this is building on top of one of the projects we did last year for Valentine's,
Yes.
which was utilizing the black LED acrylic, which hides a little matrix that we made from a couple of LED or NeoPixel strips. So there is it's a BLE teensy in here, I believe. Is that what it was?
No, it's called the Itsy Bitsy.
Itsy Bitsy.
No teensies.
Sorry.
So yeah, black LED acrylic, as Peter said. These are smaller 35 style LEDs. They're the mini skinny style NeoPixel LEDs. But yeah, look at that. That black LED acrylic is awesome. So yeah, so last year this won out on this one. Like that's the project we ended up doing because it has.
This one was actually a little bit more
NeoPix
easier to build for
sure.
whatever reasons. I don't remember what timing
I
of
mean,
it.
I don't.
So here you can
I
see
wouldn't.
how the matrix is actually built up. We're actually just stacking all of the strips on top to build out the little heart shape. So I don't know if I want to take this out. You can see in the video. You can go ahead and see.
Look at all the wiring and
all the
tell me
wiring.
that's easier.
Let's see.
Sorry, I just had to. It's like it's so much easier. No, I mean it depends on what you think is easy. But yeah, this is great. You used tape to keep them all adhered together. You can't see the tape because it's clear.
Yeah.
It's clear tape, just kind of your standard clear
Yeah, I
tape.
think the hardest part about it was just figuring out which way
mapping?
the mapping
Yeah.
of the wires on there.
Our Learn Guide has a real nice diagram. I just remembered hours of drawing it, and yeah, that's very useful. Black LED acrylic, it was really new to us at the time, so that was really what
What does
made
that
the
look
project.
like? What does that look like with
I
that
don't know.
on there?
Let's see.
I've not tried.
I have not tried. Probably the same.
Ooh. It's like 2 hearts beating.
Yeah, depends on where how close it is too.
Yeah.
So if you had it really close up, you can see. You can see the. They almost look like little chevrons. Chevrons. It's kind of fun. But
So-
yeah, this is great material. We stock it in different sizes now, and yeah.
So there is no excuse to have a electronics themed Valentine's this year. Got a couple different options for you guys from, I don't know, like in terms of difficulty from easy to, I guess, hard.
Yeah, I mean, I needed to learn some surface mount stuff, and this is a great way to kind of start practicing. So, really nice to do it with the QTPy because of the castellated pads.
Bruce is saying that the Tin Man would totally appreciate this
the
project.
Tin Man. This totally is. Yeah,
It would even match some of the rusting that is going on.
that's funny. Yeah. So cool. I hope you guys like it and get inspired. If you haven't tried surface mount or even designing PCBs, give it a shot.
Yeah,
It
super
doesn't
fun.
matter what software you use. Just because I'm using Eagle doesn't mean you should. There's lots of resources out there for KiCad and EcoCAD.
Regarding
And Altium
the
and all the
use
other ones.
of Eagle, Vince is asking if anybody has found using the EagleCAD clones useful. He's had to relearn Eagle every time he designs something. I'm guessing he's talking about KiCad. So anybody has any tips on using KiCad?
Yeah, there's resources. I'm sure there's some YouTube videos. I think that's how I learned Eagle a couple years ago. I used Jeremy Blum's tutorials.
Yeah.
Jeremy Blum, if you folks remember, he did the MakerBot Replicator 1 PCB and a couple other things. He's at Shape Origin Story. So yeah, these are this week's projects. We are working on the Learn Guide. We'll try to get it out with this week.
Yeah, I did place the link, the permalink that will eventually be
Yeah, that's good.
live
yeah,
later.
because folks, if they find that in the past, guess what? It'll be in there in the future.
Yep.
So cool.
All right, so
right,
that
man.
is what's up this week.
Just a little look at Eagle, a little look at the Bantam software, and some oxidation here.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're prototyping.
What are you prototyping? Well, since I already got this here, can I show this off real quick?
Yeah.
So this is a 5-way navigation switch, and like we want to use it in this new Pico project, and it's kind of hard to work with. So I milled this little PCB for it. So it lets you. It's a through-hole 5-way switch, right? This is a little nub. Let me take that out. And the little 5-way switch goes up, down, left, right, and then center to select. So that's cool. So you got 6 pins at the bottom here. Is this 6? Yeah, there's 6. 6 legs. And then these 2 mounting holes. They're M3 size mounting holes. And of course I use the 132-inch flattened mill. And this will help me mount this, panel mount it rather, to the case that we're working on. So the idea is to make a MIDI fighter style MIDI controller. This will allow us to select the buttons and then change the MIDI notes on the buttons. So I needed to make this. So if you ever need a 5-way switch that's small and compact and through hole, this is a really good one. We stock it in the shop, which I can take a look at. It's over yonder. So this fits on a breadboard, 0.1 inch spacing. I'm sure that's right. So you can see here, it's about $2. We don't have any because I bought them all, sorry. Let's be honest.
And Berie is asking, what is this board doing? So this allows you to easily mount it.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't even mention that. What is this for? It's for a MIDI fighter project.
Yeah.
But yeah, bring it up closer so you can see it. So yeah, if you ever need a sort of a joystick style that's small, this is what you would use. Again, 5-way, so left, right, up, down, and then center. You're not on frame.
Do that again.
And yeah.
Left, right, up, down.
Yeah, I did that, I thought. Maybe I rushed through it too quick. And then this is a little extra silicone nub that we sell as well. Oh, what happened there? My finger. And it just fits over. But you could 3D print one as well. I kind of like it.
So one of the other things we're going to do is have this being a mode selector for this little Pico enclosure. We showed this off last week. It's just a simple little way to cycle through some of the animations. And I want to have another port on the back here. So I actually want to use this as like a NeoPixel strip tester. So when we get new strips in, I don't have to wire up an entire board just to look at how the fusion and the lighting is going on in the new strips.
Okay.
So what we got inside here, I think I showed this off last week. It's one of these little grids that allow you to have like this little, like these square shapes show up through there. We just have 2 NeoPixel sticks inside, and we have one of the Raspberry Pi Picos on the inside there. And again, still super impressed with how small the printers are able to do the little standoffs that go in there. They're like an M2 size.
Yeah, they snap in, no screws. You could use screws. They would be M2.
Yeah, so there's a battery inside here and a slide switch. You can easily turn that on and off. You have a nice little portable way to operate your little Pico. And as I said before, we're going to use this as a NeoPixel strip tester. One of the reasons why is we get so many NeoPixel strips in. One of the new ones that Lamar was testing out, if you watched Desk of Lady Ada, or was that Secret Products from last week, is a NeoPixel that is like, it's on each side, so it's dual side.
Right,
lit.
That's the dual side one. This is available in the shop now. It's a high dense, 300 for a meter. This is half of a meter. You just need a USB cable?
Yeah.
Yeah, use this one.
Oh.
I'll disconnect this.
Just to show off this super dense NeoPixel strip.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it looks like over the camera. Because it normally looks more diffused.
Yeah, it looks like neon.
There you go. When the pulse goes down, you can see the individual pixels. There you go.
Individual one.
Let's see if we can do some color.
So this was like 160 pixel, 165 pixels per half meter strip. Super cool. And again, we're just using a Pico here to test that out. Connected to one of these JST connectors that a bunch of NeoPixel strips come with.
Yeah, they're kind of like JST.
Yeah, the fatter ones. So easily pop these in and out. I should have brought another strip. just to look at how pretty they are.
It's running CircuitPython, by the way. It's really easy to get CircuitPython on there. And the code just works out of the box. I got the LED animation code, plenty of Flash to store the library.
What I really like about this is
those 300 pixels able to push.
Here's what's funny. CircuitPython was so easy to get on there. You don't even need the bootloader select button.
That's the one that I broke the button.
So you literally just plug it in, drag and drop a 1 megabyte firmware on there, and boom, you now have CircuitPython.
Yeah, so
don't even need that bootloader button.
Go to circuitpython.org. Okay, click on downloads. Okay, Pico, Pico. There's your Pico. There's plenty of Picos, but this is the one. You have a beta. You can download it. Boop. There you go. Sweet. That's great.
Again,
really, you didn't need the reset button? Well, it's not really a reset
boot select
button. Boot select button.
I'm just going with what the instructions say to hold it down while you plug it in.
Right.
It just works without doing any of that.
Cool. So it ships with a bootloader, right? The UF2 bootloader. You plug it in. Does it show up as a USB drive?
Yeah, it does.
So you just literally drop the UF2 and there you go, you're ready to go. That's great. Well, there you go. I hope you guys try out CircuitPython for your Pico. It really is a great experience.
It's only
lots
$4.
of work went into it, and it's only $4. So.
Oh yeah, we got comments. I think it was last week on why I had soldered the LiPo JST onto the the V-bus.
V-bus.
It's what it says in the guide from Pico themselves. So go ahead and read that through on powering portable projects.
They might have changed it.
Oh yes, right.
Some stuff got recalled. Woo.
It didn't work the other way. When I put it to what's the other one? The V system. It didn't work when I put it on there. So there you go.
There you go. Okay, cool. Well, it's working. Thanks, CircuitPython team. Sweet. There's the Pico stuff. Oh man, I didn't open Fusion. I wanted to show off the model, but I'll show you guys next week. The mini
models are a little. Oh, okay. Mini fighter. Thought you meant the Pico board itself. Those have been available for.
Yeah, it's on GrabCAD. If folks want to model it up, there's probably more now.
They're more detailed ones that have like all the caps on them.
Probably. Let me see. Nope, I'm the only one on the GrabCAD anyway. There it is on GrabCAD. Folks want to grab that. Also, the Raspberry Pi folks uploaded a step file of their board, so you can grab that too if you want. I think it has the same amount of detail, if not. Yeah, I think it's the same amount of detail. I just have a little, decal on there for the chips. But if folks want to download it, you can. A couple folks did. Yay! And there's still the data sheet there for the Pi. You can go to Raspberry Pi, and there's a link somewhere. Whatever, you get it. All right. Yeah. So excited about the Pico to get on that project.
Yeah, I really like all the GPIO that are available, so you can have all those buttons on there. Make a nice little parametric MIDI fighter.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and talk about the elephant in the room, or the wings in the room.
Okay.
It's another prototype project.
So, huge shout out to Erin St. Blaine. Of course, she spearheaded this project. She also wrote the code for it. So, wow, sorry, the thing's really slow. So I'm gonna put these on, and we'll take a look at the code. So I really like that I can put them on now without too much hassle. It's just kind of like putting on a backpack, right? So I got these straps. They're elastic. You might actually have them if you got AdaBox. Whichever one, you get like a roll of this stuff. What was it for? Was it the Monster Mask?
I think so.
I think it was the Monster Mask, so that's what I got. Well, my wings are a little bit messed up. So I have this on-off switch. Are they working?
Yep.
I can't see them. So yeah, this is some new servo code from Erin St. Blaine. She put it together, and it's really kind of nice. It has some random pauses and random flutters. So it really makes it more organic than just kind of how I had it, just on, off, on, off. And they're much more smoother, so the angles and things, or the movement rather, is just much more like soft and not bad. So, man, the video is like out of sync, so I can't like focus. That's the effect that these wings have.
Just don't look at the video.
But these are great. So I'm going to take them off now, and we'll take a look at them. Yeah, they're awesome job, Aaron. This is so nice. So I'm going to take them off now. This is how I take it off. So it doesn't get stuck. But you can see how it randomly pauses, and the length of the pause is random as well. So let's take a look over the overhead if we can fit it. Let's see, what updates have I done? I guess this right here is a little 3-piece case that I put together for this rocker switch. We could use a momentary button as well, but I figured I'd do that. So the it's just a nice looking like kind of thing for your hand. I put a little notch there for your thumb. It pops open like that. You got your nice chunky contacts there. And then this guy here at the bottom has a square outline for the JST connector. Then you can screw that out or unscrew that. And there you go. Just a nice little case that snap fits together right there. And then the little twisty here at the bottom. But yeah, that you can put a button here as well. This is a snap fit panel mount. So you can turn that on or off. And I guess just another shout out to the bed of the printer. This is a powder coated PEI? PEI bed, so you get this really nice texture. I've updated the servo mounts so that they're stronger, and they're a little bit more modular. So you can see here there's these cap nuts here on the servo arm that attaches the wing clip. The wing clip has these 2 long screws. I didn't even put hex nuts on them because they just worked out really well. Lots of M3 screws. Yeah, shout out to Odd J, Jerome, for sharing his Dragonbot project a couple years ago. That's where I got inspired to do this mechanism here for the sofa arm and the little ball bearing here that counterweights it. Yeah, and then this is printed pretty thin so that it has a little bit of flexibility to it, and it can be printed or laser cutted. And it fits on the bigger printers. Let's see what else. I have updated the circuit. So before I was using a mini boost, and that was giving me some issues with the power because I have one battery here, right? This is a 3.7 volt battery. The servo kit, or the servo feather wing, it needs at least 5 volts. So what I did was I took out the 5 volt mini boost and swapped it out for this guy here, which is the Power Boost 1000C. So you can recharge it and power both the feather and the servo feather wing in one battery. So that I think that's going to be the way to go, because I don't want to have another battery pack. I just want to stick with one. And this got updated too. This has the screw holes, but I just taped it down because I didn't print the thing out. So I got another parts printing for Aaron, and they'll be white. And here you can see the tabs for these straps. Any questions? Anybody got comments, questions, ideas, suggestions? What you got?
Just some questions of the Pico board, which I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think there's any IR remote libraries for that, but they want to make a Stream Deck. That'll definitely work. It does have HID compatibility through CircuitPython.
Yeah. Guess I could wear them throughout the whole show.
And then the other thing I think you already mentioned was the different wing designs. So we have a couple of those.
Right. Different
like
wing
the
designs.
butterfly one, some bat wings, and some...
Wait, did you say butterfly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Here's my rocker switch. There it is. Okay. There we go. We're still out of sync on the camera. Sorry, folks, but that's the way it is.
And Vince likes the hand gripped.
What's that? This thing?
Mm-hmm.
Little button thing? Cool. Let me try switching. Nah, it's still out of sync. I wonder what it is. Is it Eagle? Is it the Bantam tools? What is it? Maybe it's Eagle. Maybe it's Safari. I don't know. All right, well, that's the what we're prototyping segment. Right?
Super cool.
Okay.
A lot of cool projects coming up.
I'm just going to keep these on. That's it. I'll never take them off.
Ah, yes, Dustin says Lucifer wings. Yes, that's what they are. Not angel wings. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's Community Makes.
Yeah, so this week we got a time lapse. Every week on Tuesdays we release a video, time lapse a design from the community. This week,
Everybody's favorite meme.
Yeah,
Bernie.
yeah. Are you over this yet?
I don't think everybody is quite yet. Maybe by next week.
Yeah, maybe next week.
So this is a really cool, like cartoony design. There's been a couple of really good, like highly detailed ones.
Yeah, for sure.
I went with this little simple,
There he is.
cartoony-like one. So prints with supports, as you saw in the video, and then it's really like a little caddy type print. I used the marble PLA, so it could just be like a little statue, and you can have a little Bernie hanging out with you while you make your coffee or wait for the cold to go away. Excellent little design here.
So we found this one on Thingiverse. Thingiverse user Fisk400 uploaded it.
Mm-hmm. And what I actually grabbed was a remix of Fisk's.
Oh, because it was flat. Yeah, this one has like all these
so the one that if you go
supports.
down to like remixes, I think, yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah,
there's like 19 remixes. Okay, so yeah, Bernie's taken off.
Oh my gosh, look, he's in carbonite. He's a horse.
He's
a
in
baby
the
Yoda.
child's.
And a
So the one that I grabbed was
chair.
flat butt.
Benchy.
Yeah,
Flat butt
the
Bernie.
never-ending
There you
meme
go.
here. So
Oh
I just
gosh.
went with the flat butt Bernie because with his butt's flat, you can see the overhead,
Yeah, overhead.
and it just makes it easier to put on your shoulder, put like a glue on a magnet, so just stick on your shoulder, or have it on your desk while you're working. And it could be like your little spirit animal telling you to hurry up.
Did you did you scale it up at all, or?
I scaled this up to, I believe, 150%, just to make it a little bit bigger for the time lapse. You can see a little bit more detail. I think it's like 150 microns on
cool.
it. So nice little bit of detail. Even the overhangs, like over by his glasses, came out pretty dang well. Just a little bit of cleanup that had to happen for the supports.
Yeah.
And I didn't add any supports on here. And of course you can just paint this, so it could be a nice little painting project with all of the complex colors that are on the mittens.
Cool.
People saying they need to print this, yes.
What's the filament? Did you mention the marble?
It's
filament?
marble.
Marble PLA, is it from like Solutech or everything?
Yeah, they're out of stock. This is actually why we don't list what material or what company brand PLAs that we're using, because I went to go get more and they haven't had any for a year. So I think everyone has some spools left. So just do like a search for marble PLA on Amazon.
Got it.
Some should show up.
Cool. All right. We saw the time lapse. We looked at the thing on Thingiverse. There's a link to the YouTube and the thing in the description below.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Or
All
like
right.
the uploads that happen with like all the paintings on there. It's super complex. Nice little detail that you can add on there.
That's amazing. And shout out to all the folks who made their own kind of.
Yeah, I really like the
Lots of different
high
Bernies.
detailed ones. Pretty cool too.
Yeah. All
Look at all
right.
these scenes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like.
This is great.
Yeah. I'm a Rubik's cube.
They even got like
keychain. Oh gosh.
These are great.
I guess we're not done with Bernie yet. He's not done with us, are we? Okay. Well, community makes. Got a couple of them this week. These are things that I find and folks tag us. So this one is first up from Daryl. He shared this on Prusa printers. Shout out for using Prusa printers. This is great. This is the Titano weather station that we did with Liz. And the case looks phenomenal in this color. And
Yeah, I
this
thought it was
PLA
black.
looks
I like
great.
that color.
That's dope. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a dark
It's-
navy.
It's so great when things just fit and folks print it out and are happy that it'll fit. You know, that's what makes my day. So he says he's new to 3D printing. This is the third print and it came out great.
Wow.
Printed on the Prusa Mini with Overture Pet G. Oh wow, Pet G.
What?
That looks so great for Pet G. Sliced it with the Prusa slicer. Generic Pet G settings. Took a long day. Yeah, 4 ports, but it's great. Now time for some sensors and software. Thanks, Adafruit. Well, thank you, Daryl, for sharing it and supporting Adafruit.
Great.
Yeah, there's 3 different sizes, y'all. So if you got your Titano, if you got your Pint, is that what it's called, a Pint? I got 3 of
Pint.
them. I love this design so much, so I made 3 different ones. I went kind of crazy on it, and I really like the way it all snap fits and a couple screws, but there you go. Yeah. Very, very fun. Wait, this is before we did the weather station. It's still kind of the same. Very cool. Next up, we got kind of a, is it a first make? I don't see many makes of this one. This is a lampshaded design a couple years, I guess last year. Looks great. Printed out in like glow in the dark filament. It looks great on the wall. Yeah. It can be dual extruded and also not dual extruded. You can kind of print the two pieces separately. You print the diffuser in a translucent or a light color filament, and then the kind of grid can be printed in whatever dark color. So that's cool to see. I figured it'd be kind of a hard print to do, but because of the way the angles are coming in for those spokes, they print out without any support.
Yeah, they all merge at the top.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So if you want a challenging lampshade, it's geometric. This is a cool one. I also have the source file available. Folks can download it. This is a remix of the dome that I made, the ball drop. Mm-hmm. It kind of all comes to that. Cool. All right, and then shout out to Bandit BBS for sharing that one. And then the next one is this really nice boo planter. So we made a boo planter a couple years ago. Sammy Tack on Thingiverse uploaded these lovely photos of it. Look at that succulent hair. It's so nice.
Nice little detail.
Little paint job there.
The
it's real
teeth
nice.
there too. Yeah.
It also has a little drip tray, so you know it's actually being used. See the drip tray?
Nice.
Pedro, nice. So if you want a blue planner, check it out. We got that. It's a nice print. And that concludes this week's Community Makes. Thank you everybody for sharing your makes with us. I really appreciate it. And here's a cool tutorial by Prusa on how to get the stone effect using some slice settings. Very cool. I'm going to take a look at that one later. Maybe we'll put it up on the blog.
All right.
If you can't get it to work, you'll have to wing it. It's brilliant, Andy.
And then ARM VP is saying, or linking to a really cool video from Prusa on how to get a stone effect when printing. I'm guessing it's like the fuzzy skin.
Could be. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. All right, well, that's going to conclude the show. Tonight, we will be hosting Show and Tell. So we invite you to come on. It starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll run for a whole half hour. So check it out. If you want more detail on how to join the Show and Tell, you can check out the Learn Guide, and it'll walk you through step by step on how to join the Show and Tell. So just type in Show. It's right here, Show and Tell. And this walks you through some things on getting your gear ready, how to work StreamYard, that sort of stuff. So check that out if you really want to come in and you're conscious about it. There's some steps on how to do it. But the skinny is just go to Discord, go to the live broadcast chat room, and we'll have a StreamYard link there. So that's going to do it for this show. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget, tomorrow is John Park's workshop. Happens every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in for some awesome segments such as Make Code Minutes, Arcade Game of the Week, and some look back at some of the Tuesday shows. On Friday, it's Deep Dive with Scott every Friday at 2 p.m. And then we started all over again on Sundays with Desk of Lady Ada. She's doing up her live streams with DigiKey, doing the Great Search with DigiKey every Sunday at around 8 to 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And then JP's on Tuesdays. I forgot Mondays. Mondays is CircuitPython. Okay, so Sunday is Lady Ada. Monday is CircuitPython. Tuesday is JP. Wednesday is us and Show and Tell and Ask Engineer. Thursday is John Park. Friday is Scott. And if that was too much, the easier thing to do is to do what Bruce did in Discord. Just type in !showtimes, and there you go. Long-winded. These wings, I need to take them off. Page is typing away, saying hello, hello. Oh no.
No, it's not.
Okay. All right, well, I got to close the show. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Until next time, remember to make a great day. Bye, folks.
Have a great one. See you later tonight.
Wait.